It is time for our MLB The Show 24 Sunday night stream of the week. And it brings us to T-Mobile Park here in Seattle. Tonight we have the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Seattle Mariners. We got a game coming out of the American League West. The first place Mariners, and then the Angels. What place are they in? I think they're in last place. But either way, welcome back to the broadcast booth, everybody. My name is Josh Wright, doing the play-by-play, as always. And we bring you to another simulation game of the week, Sunday night. Take a look at the lineup here, and this one's set up for the Angels real quick. Luis Rengifo leads off. He's at third. Mickey Moniak bats second. He's in center. Taylor Ward hits third. He's the DH. Willie Calhoun hits cleanup at first. Kevin Pillar is in left. Hoppy bats sixth. He's the catcher. Joe Adell bats seventh and right. Zach Neto at short, batting seventh, and then batting eighth, excuse me. And batting ninth is Kyron Paris, the second baseman. Take a look at the defense around the horn for the Mariners. Ty Francis at first. Second base, Ryan Bliss. Third base, Josh Rojas. Shortstop is J.P. Crawford. And the outfield from left to right, Luke Raley's in left. Center field, Julio Rodriguez. The star of the Mariners, face of the franchise right now. And then Dominic Canzone is in right. Cal Riley is the catcher. And Luis Castillo is on the mound. The Angels will have Griffin Canning on the mound for them. So, first pitch to Rengifo. He fouls it off. I just realized this is the second Angels-Mariners simulation game we've done. We've done one on MLB The Show 21. We did a Angels-Mariners game. And now here we are on MLB The Show 24 doing a Mariners-Angels game here in Seattle. How about that? This time the Angels don't have Shohei Ohtani or Mike Trout will not be on the Angels, unfortunately. Of course, Ohtani with the Dodgers and Mike Trout currently on the injured list for the second time in a row. There's a ground ball to second. Mickey Moniak, former first-round pick. Grounds out to second, out number 2. That brings in Taylor Ward. If you have this guy in fantasy baseball, he's supposed to be pretty good. I've had him before on a few teams. I also have Luis Castillo and I believe Cal Riley on that same team. First pitch to Ward is taken for a ball. The count is 1-0. There's the sinker. There's the strike. The count is 1 ball and 1 strike. Beautiful afternoon here at T-Mobile Park. No rain in the forecast. No nothing. Struck him out. Struck him out looking. Castillo picks up his first strikeout, out number 3 of the first. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Mariners coming to bat here against Griffin Canning. 2-5 record this year. ERA at 4.57 in 63 innings pitched. And we'll take a look at the lineup here in this one for the Seattle Mariners. J.P. Crawford is in the leadoff spot. He will be at shortstop. Josh Rojas, bats second. He's at third. Batting third is the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. Hitting cleanup is the catcher, Cal Riley. Ty France bats fifth at first. Luke Raley bats sixth. He's in left. Mitch Garver's the DH. Batting seventh. Dominic Canzone bats eighth and right, and batting ninth is the second baseman Ryan Bliss. Take a look at the defense around the horn in this one for the Angels. Willie Calhoun, usually an outfielder, is playing first base today. Second base, Kyron Paris. Third base is Rengifo. Shortstop, Zach Neto. In the outfield from left to right, Kevin Pillar's in left. Moniak's in center. Joe Adell's in right. And Logan O'Hoppe is the catcher. with Griffin Canning on the mound. Thought he was from Illinois. I don't know why I keep thinking Griffin Canning's from Illinois. I know Reed Detmers is from Illinois. Reed Detmers is from Illinois. He's from Springfield, Illinois. I have a friend who actually played with Reed Detmers, or whose brother, I think, or a friend of mine's friend, ended up playing on the same travel ball team as Reed Detmers, which is pretty cool. Griffin Canning, he is from California. Originally drafted out of high school by the Rockies, and then was drafted by the Angels out of high school. Went to Cal for high school. Was drafted in the second round in 2017. J.P. Crawford, base hit down the right field line, and that is the first hit of the game. A leadoff single for J.P. Crawford. Here's Josh Rojas. First pitch, fastball. Umpire calls ball number 1. Rojas hitting .277 heading into this game. 3 home runs, 10 runs batted in. Those of you who missed our Friday stream, we did not do well, they are simulation games, but it's the Expos franchise. We do our Expos games in the same format as we do the simulation games, I guess. There's around Washington in the Angels dugout. Seems like the Angels have had a lot of managers since there's a double play ball. One, got them both a double play. Turned by Willie Calhoun. Usually plays outfield, but he's playing first base today. How about that? That is a beautiful play. Beautiful turn. Able to get both out. Julio Rodriguez grounds to short. And we go to the second. A quick first inning here at T-Mobile Park. Calhoun, Pilar, O'Hoppe all due up for the Halos. When we return, it'll be the middle of the lineup due up for the Angels. Here in the second inning, it's our Sunday night simulation game of the week here on MLB The Show 24. We got the Angels, we got the Mariners here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. I was originally going to do this game at the Kingdome. I don't know, maybe later on we do another Mariners game. We'll see if we can get one at the Kingdome. 1 ball, 1 strike to Willie Calhoun. That is up high, ball 2. Mariners currently in first place in the American League West, 33-27.
Ball 3. 3 balls.
After 2 months of the Major League Baseball season, of course, that could change very quickly. Heading into September and October, the Mariners could still be in first. Or maybe someone like the Rangers or the Astros catch up. There, that is hammered into right field. Back at the wall. He leaps and he can't get it. Willie Calhoun, a solo blast to right field, and the Angels strike first. It's 1-0. One nothing Angels after the home run hit by Willie Calhoun. Here's Kevin Pilar,
0-1.
a journeyman outfielder now. He's been with the Blue Jays. He's been with the Giants, the Red Sox. I think he's been with the Rockies. He's been with the Braves. And now he is playing for the Angels. Oh, 2. Up high, ball 1. Feel like he had a minor league deal with the Cubs. I don't know. Kevin Pilar just seems like somebody the Cubs would sign for like a 1-year deal, kind of like what they did with John Jay in 2017. John Jay on the Cubs in 2017. That was super weird. For those of you who don't know, I'm a Cardinals fan, like huge Cardinals fan. Struck him out. Pilar's going on strikes. Second strikeout for Castillo. Well, Pilar, or John Jay, was with the Angels for a little bit too. He was. Logan O'Hoppe. 7 home runs, 26 RBIs, 740 OPS, and a 256 batting average. Pretty solid stats so far for a catcher, I'd say so.
Nope. Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike. Would love to see Mike Trout in this game. However, we kind of want to keep it, a little realistic since he's injured. In real life, since he's hurt.
Nope. That's inside.
So, no Mike Trout today, but that's not going to stop the Angels from playing 9 innings of baseball. This one's hit it to left field. This one's going to be caught by Rayleigh for out number 2. So that brings in Joe Adell. I'm sure he was a top prospect for the Angels at one point. He's been splitting a lot of time between the majors and AAA. One hopper, Crawford.
No, he's in there.
Beats the throw by half a step. Joe Adell, he's got some speed on him. Oh yeah, he beat that throw by a mile. That was 4.2 seconds to reach first base. That is insane. Impressive speed by Joe Adell. That brings in Zach Neto. As I was saying before, Joe Adell was a top prospect at one point. I don't know if it's me or not, but it seems like the Angels, they've always had a solid farm system from what it seems like, and from the few Angels fans kind of talk about their team, it seems like they've had a solid farm system. No balls, 2 strikes to Zach Neto. Runner at first, 2 outs. And the count is still 0-2.
Ball, that's high.
Bit up high, ball 1. Ronnie Washington, watching from the dugout, was the A's and Braves coach for a long time, managed the Texas Rangers. Got him to the World Series a couple times. There's a fly ball to center. Rodriguez makes the catch. And we're going to the bottom of inning number 2. Willie Calhoun makes this a 1-0 Angels lead. Base hit to left field for Cal Riley. The second hit of this game for the Seattle Mariners. And it's a leadoff single.
Ball.
Down the right field line, foul ball.
Ball two.
2 balls, 1 strike. Ty France is up next.
Ball, that's out.
I've always enjoyed Ty France. I liked him as a prospect. I like him as a...
3-2. Count full.
That is into left field. That is off the wall. Kyle Riley may be heading for third. Ty France has himself a double. A double for Ty France. And the Mariners have runners at second and third with nobody out. Here's Luke Raley.
Ball one.
First pitch up high, ball 1. The Mariners starting up a rally here in the second off of Griffin Canning. Lets the fastball go by. A 1 ball, 1 strike. A lot of people here at the ballpark, here at T-Mobile Park. That is into right center field. Odell is back. This one is off the wall. Rally scores. In to score is France. The throw is a bit wide. He may have himself a triple. Mariners lead 2-1. We got to take a look at this again. Rarely able to make great contact with the ball. Bounces off the wall, gets into the gap. He may think he may have himself a double, and then he realizes, hey, the outfielders are taking their time trying to get the ball in. Takes his shot, goes to third, and the umpire calls him safe. And the Mariners with a 2-1 lead. Here's Mitch Garver. He won a World Series with the Texas Rangers last year. Maybe he can bring that magic over from Texas to over here to Seattle. Who knows? 2 balls and no strikes is the count. Now it's fouled off. Count is 2-1.
Ball, that's down. Hey, 3-2.
Into right field. Back is Adele. He can't get there again. It's 3-1.
Nope, that's a ball.
Here's Dominic Canzone. Hoping to make it 4-1. Ground ball to Calhoun at first. He steps on the bag.
Batting ninth, the second baseman.
Garver moves over to third. Whoops. That brings in Ryan Bliss. Anything about the guy? Just a second baseman, 24 years old. Looks like he just got called up from Tacoma. From Tacoma, Washington. It's the AAA team for the Mariners. The Tacoma Rainiers, I think is what they're called. Ryan Bliss grounds out to second. The run scores. And it's now 4-1.
Now batting, shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
So now J.P. Crawford up again for the second time today. Led off the game with a single. Pokes one down the line. The bat boy got it. May give it to the stand, to a fan in the crowd, or he may keep it for himself. Who knows? Wonder if ball boys are allowed to do that, keep foul balls for themselves, or do they have to give them to people in the stands? Even if what if the person in the stands is being mean, or he's being a jerk or something? What about that? Is there like there's got to be some kind of like standard. I don't know if standard is the word I want to use, or a policy or boundary to getting a ball from a bat boy. Fast slider called strike 3. J.P. Crawford is gone on strikes to end the second. The Mariners score 4. A double for Ty France, a triple for Luke Raley, Mitch Garver, a ground rule double, and then Brian Bliss, the rookie second baseman, joined in on the fun with a ground out / RBI. We go to the third. It's now 4-1 Mariners. Top of the third inning.
0-1's the count.
Here at T-Mobile Park, so our Sunday night MLB The Show 24 simulation game of the week. LA Angels, Seattle Mariners. It's a battle in the American League West. A lot of other games we could have done for this weekend. We could have done Reds and Cubs at Wrigley Field. Cardinals and Phillies were going on in Philly. However, we've done a couple Philly games so far. We've done a couple Cardinal games so far. Yankees, Padres, that could have been a thing. So is this strikeout for Luis Castillo against Ryan Paris.
Hey! 0-1. Nope. I got 1 ball, 1 strike. Hey!
1 ball, 2 strikes for Luis Rengifo. The leadoff hitter in this one for the Angels is up next with 1 out here in the third. Here's the 1-2 from Castillo. Back-to-back strikeouts.
The center fielder, number 16, Mickey Moniak.
Ball, that's just out.
First pitch to Moniak is outside for a ball. Wasn't he...
Hey! That's a ball. Ah. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Full count.
Mickey Moniak, full count. I could have sworn he was a first-round pick, or a former first-round pick. He was by the Phillies in 2016. Nick Senzel from the Expos series, he was drafted in that year too. Little pop-up to Rojas at third. We go to the bottom of inning number 3. Mariners 4, Angels 1.
Leading up for the Mariners, the third baseman.
And speaking of Josh Rojas, there he is, leading things off for the Mariners here in the third. He grounded into a double play his first time up. We'll look to try and bounce back from that. from that last at bat.
21.
And then Julio Rodriguez is up next, and then Cal Riley. Having an enchilada for dinner today. There's Josh Rojas making up for that double play he got hit into his last time up. And another leadoff single for the Mariners. That brings in Julio Rodriguez.
Ball.
Here comes the 1-1.
Hey!
Drops the slider. Umpire calls strike 2.
Ball. 2-2 the count.
2-2. Good food. Rodriguez to center. Moniak makes the catch. 1 away.
Now batting, catcher, Cal.
And now it's Cal Riley up next. It's a nice picture of him. Runner at first, 1 out for the Mariners here in the 3rd. Riley slaps one into left field. He's 2 for 2 on the night.
The first baseman, number 23.
Runners at first and second now for the Mariners. Here's Ty France. Strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Mariners usually do not swing at the first pitch. I remember having my high school baseball coach was always telling our guys, don't swing at the first pitch. It doesn't matter, you know, how hittable it is, if it's a fastball right down the middle or something a little bit, it's like an off-speed pitch or anything, you know, a bit outside, does not matter. Don't swing at the first pitch. France grounds into a double play, inning over. Griffin Cannon gets out of the pickle. We have played 3 innings of baseball here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Mariners 4, Angels 1. John Sciambi, Chris Singleton usually do the MLB The Show broadcast, but they are not doing it tonight. No. That instead we got Josh Wright on the call. So let's be honest, John sounds a lot better compared to John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Not saying that those guys are bad at their jobs or anything, but I mean, come on. I'm better than John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. Taylor Ward takes a fastball way outside. He's got a full count. Willie Calhoun on deck. He homered his last time up. Taylor Ward shoots one to left, back at the wall. It is off the wall over the head of Raleigh. And just like that, Taylor Ward's got himself a base hit to lead off the 4th inning for the Angels. Luke Raleigh. I don't know how to say Luke Raley's name. should have done a little research before this game. How to say his name. Willie Calhoun had that home run back in the second to make it 1-0 Angels, and then the Mariners started up a rally in the second, and their half of the second to make it 4-1. 1 ball, 1 strike to Calhoun. That's in the right field. That's also going to drop for a hit. Ward will go to second, 2-1 with nobody out. Back-to-back singles for the Angels here in the fourth. Check swing to Kevin Pillar. First pitch, slider, strike 1. Pillar runner with runners at first and second. I remember back in 2017, the Blue Jays were playing the Cardinals for some interleague play going on in St. Louis, and Kevin Pillar, I think I don't remember what he did. Hang on a second. Ground ball to first. Throw got him. He did like a cartwheel, I think, or like some type of somersault over the head of Yadier Molina and scored. The Blue Jays went on to win that game. And then I think game 2, Matt Carpenter hit a walk-off grand slam for the Cardinals. So, yeah, it was a win-win situation for Toronto and St. Louis. O'Hoppe 0 for 1. He's got runners at second and third for the Angels.
That's a ball.
Takes a fastball, ball 2. Hitting .528 against right-handed pitching. RISP, I'm assuming that's what it means. 2 balls, 1 strike. Got him on a fastball right there. Here comes the 2-1. That is low. Now the count 3-1. Joe Adell on deck. Work the full count on Luis Castillo. Second and third, 1 out. Counts full to Logan O'Hoppe. He fouls it off again. Wonder where our next simulation games will be next week. Well, tune in and find out later. Got him looking, struck him out. He was probably thinking, hey, I should probably, pull the trigger and try and, hit this one. But no, he let it go. He had the an assumption in his head that he might have been walked. But no, he let it go by. Man, he is definitely regretting that. I don't know if Logan O'Hoppe has anger issues or not, but I'm pretty sure after that at bat he probably would. 1 ball, 1 strike to Joe Adell. Swing and a miss, 1-2 is the count. Angels with a chance to score. 2-2. Adell in the right field. Back is Rodriguez. He'll make the catch. Angels squander an opportunity to score. We go to the home half of the fourth. 4-1, Mariners lead.
Leading off for the Mariners, left fielder, Luke Rayleigh.
Luke Rayleigh. Now I know how to say his name. Luke Rayleigh. Not Luke Riley, not Luke Raleigh. Luke Rayleigh. Leading things off for the Mariners, he had a 2-run triple. His first time up. How awesome is that? That is into right. Joe Adele. Camped under. That is out number 1.
Now batting, the designated hitter.
So that'll bring in Mitch Garver, 1 for 1, had an RBI double, and then scored on a RBI hit by Ryan Bliss, the rookie second baseman in this game for the Mariners. Garver fouls off the first pitch, count is 0-1. We might have a couple expos
Ball, that's out.
live streams this week. We will probably have one tomorrow. Expos will be playing the Oakland A's, and we might have one maybe Thursday. Tuesday and Thursday, that's when we'll probably have them. I don't know. We will see. Struck him out. We will not have a simulation game next Sunday because it is my mom's birthday's next Sunday. So
Ball 1.
1 ball, 1 strike, Dominic Canzone. 0 for 1. Here's the pitch on its way. Swing and a miss. But yeah, we will not have, I guess we'll probably talk about it in the next inning, because Canzone is going to hit a fly ball to right field. Joe Adele makes a catch, thought that was going to be gone for a solo home run, but Joe Adele says no. Head to 4 here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. Mariners lead the Angels 4-1. Top of the 5th inning here at T-Mobile Park. We got a battle in the American League West on our hands between the Seattle Mariners and the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim. Or the California Angels, the Anaheim Angels, whatever you want to call them. It's the same old Angels. Zach Neto hits a pop-up to J.P. Crawford. That's one out here in the 5th. As I was saying earlier in the last inning, a little simulation, or a little update, excuse me, about the simulation games. There will not be one on Sunday because my mom's birthday is this Sunday and I kind of want to spend it with her. Let's see. We'll have a couple Expo streams this week. And then we'll have our Friday simulation game. And if you, or if you know anybody that would like to request a game, all you guys have to do is let us know in the comments what games you want to see. You can also head into the live stream, head into the chat, type in some games you'd want to see, or you can follow our Discord. Yes, we have a Discord. We have a little thing there where you can type in any matchups you want to see. All you have to do is let us know, what games you want to see. Like I said before, it's simple. Just go to the Discord and let us know what games you want to see in the future. I don't really know how else to explain it other than, go to the Discord. Link down below in the description. Again, if you are
Count 1-0.
interested. Fly ball to Julio Rodriguez ends the top of the 5th. Now we go to the bottom of the 5th. 4-1, Seattle on top. Mariners lead the Angels 4-1. Ryan Bliss, the rookie second baseman, leading things off. I think he probably just made his debut the other day. Yes, he did.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Originally drafted by the Red Sox in 2018 in the 30th round and out of high school. Went on to play college at Auburn. Was drafted in the 2nd round by the Diamondbacks. And it was part of a trade last year at the deadline that sent Dominic Canzone, who we've seen a couple times in this game, and Josh Rojas, from the Diamondbacks to the Mariners in exchange for Paul Sewald. So that's pretty cool.
Shortstop, J.P. Crawford.
Ryan Bliss struck out. He's also, was he good in college? Oh, he had a really good junior year in college. 15 home runs, 45 runs batted in, hit 365 his junior year. And then he played up to 2-3 years, I believe, in the minor leagues. Had a good 2023 last year. So yeah, Ryan Bliss, welcome to the major leagues, buddy. Hopefully you can stay here forever and be one of the best second basemen in baseball. Who knows? J.P. Crawford, ground ball to second.
He's out.
That is Ryan Paris
Third baseman, number 4.
at second base for the Angels.
Rojas.
And that is out number 2. That brings in Josh Rojas, 1 for 2. He singled back in the 3rd, and then what else did he do? He hit into a double play. That's all he's done so far. That is all he has done. Fouled off the circle change. 1 ball, 1 strike. Griffin Canning still on the mound. Not too sure how much longer he'll last.
He's out.
Willie Calhoun stepping on the bag, gets the out. Into 5 here at T-Mobile Park. Mariners 4, Halos 1. After 5.
Leading off for the Angels. The center fielder, Mickey.
After 5. Top of the 6th inning here in T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington, home of the Seattle Mariners since 1999. Mickey Moniak flies out to center field for out number 1. And now bring in Taylor Ward. 1 for 2 in this game. I am going to put the link to the Discord
0-1's the count.
in the chat, and then I'm also going to put it in the comment section too. That way you guys can possibly join the Discord, and maybe in future live streams you could probably request any games you want to see. Your request could be a future game here on this channel. Could be a future live stream. You know, if you want to see Red Sox Yankees at Fenway Park, we can do that. Taylor Ward strikes out for out number 2. You know, we could do, Dodgers Giants. We could do Mets and Phillies. That may be a game we do here later on, Mets and Phillies. You know, we could do We can even do like random matchups, like if you want to see Marlins and Twins for some reason. Yeah, we can do Marlins and Twins. We could have that at Target Field, Old Humphrey Stadium in Minnesota, or we can have it in Miami. And a wild throw from J.P. Crawford. Calhoun will not go to second. They'll just have him stay put at first. It was a nice attempt, though, by Crawford. However, it did not go very well. It did not go well at all. No, sirree. Ball one to Kevin Pillar. Let's see how many teams Kevin Pillar has been on Baseball Reference real quick. Let's see. He's been with the Blue Jays, the Giants, Red Sox, Rockies. He spent 2021 with the Mets. Oh, that's right. I forgot he was with the Mets. In 2021, he played 4 games with the Dodgers. In 2022, then he was with the Braves. He started off this year with the White Sox, and then the Angels brought him over. I think he was released by the White Sox, and then the Angels signed him as a free agent. I think that's what happened there.
That's ball 4.
Ball 4 to Pillar. And the Angels have runners at first and second with 2 outs. Here's Logan O'Hoppe up again. Looking to redeem himself after striking out on the slider. It was a full count. He let it go by right down the strike zone. Well, he's hoping to do something here against Castillo. He's almost got 100 pitches coming up on the pitch count. Count is 2-0 to O'Hoppe. 4-1 Mariners is the score. Top of the 6th. 2 outs. First and second for the Angels. That is fouled off. The count is 2 balls, 1 strike. So our MLB The Show 24 Sunday night stream of the week. Angels Mariners. Again, we will not have one next Sunday because it's my mom's birthday and I kind of want to spend it with her. But we will be live on Friday. We do not have a matchup planned yet, but we will, once we think of one, we will let you guys know. Don't the Mets and Phillies play this coming weekend? Mets do play the Phillies next weekend. They do. Oh, that's going to be the London series. Oh, well, that's what we'll do. There we go. We were talking about Mets and Phillies. A Mets-Phillies series, we can have that. No, we'll just wait until they're in Philadelphia and do it. Or Philadelphia or Citi Field to do it. But yeah, that could be something to do in the future, Mets and Phillies. Now we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. Jose Soriano. First up out of the bullpen for the Angels. Here in the 6th inning, Griffin Cannon is done. Two righties going at it in the Angels bullpen. All right, here's some news out of Fox Sports that we can cover. Breaking news. Washington Commanders released kicker Brandon McManus after 2 women sued him for sexual assault. This was posted 18 minutes ago. Kicker Brandon McManus was released by the Washington Commanders on Sunday. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Julio Rodriguez. In the aftermath of 2 women suing him for sexually assaulting him on transatlantic flight. So 2 women who were working as flight attendants on the Jacksonville Jaguars' September 28th flight to London, alleged in a lawsuit filed in a civil court that McManus
Now batting, the catcher. Raleigh.
tried to kiss one of them. It said that he tried to kiss one of them and grinded and rubbed up against both of them while they were trying to perform their work responsibilities. They are seeking in excess to $1 million in damages, according to court documents. A message sent to Brandon McManus' camp was not immediately returned. Brett R. Galloway, an attorney representing McManus on Monday, called the allegations quote-unquote absolutely fictitious and demonstrably false. McManus, 32 years old, signed with the Washington Commanders in March after playing last season with the Jags. The Commanders and Jags earlier in the week each said they were looking into the situation. So,
Up next for Seattle, the first baseman,
yeah.
Tom Franks.
That's some breaking news coming out of the NFL. There was another investigation, too, that I saw that the Jaguars were in some hot water with the NFL because on their flight to London, I guess they were serving alcohol beverages, and I guess they weren't supposed to. So, yeah, the Jags are in some hot water for that. I guess that, from what I've heard, they could possibly lose draft picks out of it. Just imagine that. The Jags don't have a first-round pick next year because they served alcohol on a flight to London. That's got to be bizarre. 2 balls, 1 strike to Ty France. Jose Soriano has also been bizarrely good so far out of the Angels bullpen since he's been on the mound. Here comes the 2-2. Hitting her right. Adele making the catch. Time to go to the 7th inning here in T-Mobile Park. Mariners lead 4-1. Trent Thornton
Now pitching for
will come in relief for Castillo here in the 7th.
Trent Thornton. Leading off with the Angels, the right fielder,
Trent Thornton, I believe he's a former Toronto Blue Jay, I believe.
Joe Adele.
Let's see, any other news?
The batter, number 9, shortstop, Zach Neto.
What happened in the last play? Oh, he flew out to center. Okay. Just making sure. Zach Neto, 1 out here in the 7th, 0 for 2. That is fouled off. Count is 0-1. Neto 0 for 2 in this game. Flew out to center, and he had a pop up to the shortstop, J.P. Crawford. Beautiful sunset outside my window here. Fouled off. Count is 1 ball and 2 strikes. In the right field, a base hit for Nito.
The batter, number 19, second baseman.
Hit number 5 in this game for the Angels. And they'll bring in Kyron Paris.
Hey.
0-1 to Kyron Paris.
Hey. No ball, 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 to Paris. Another 0-2 coming. Struck him out.
Up next for the Angels. The third baseman.
Nice strikeout for Trent Thornton. And they'll bring in Luis Rengifo. Strike 1 to the Angels' third baseman. He's can play a lot of positions too. He's played second base, he's played shortstop, and he can play the outfield. Angels have a lot of utility guys on their team. Like, seems like almost everybody on this team is a utility guy. J.P. Crawford getting the flip over at second. Time to stretch here at T-Mobile Park. Rayleigh, Garver, and Canzone all due up for the Mariners when we return to the home half of the 7th. Score is still 4-1 Mariners. Jose Soriano returning to the mound here in the 7th. His team trails by 3 runs here in this one. Has not been a lot of action offensively in this game besides the second inning, and Luke Rayleigh may start something. Base hit to left center field. He may have himself a double. And he is 2 for 3 on the night. As I was saying, not a lot of offense in this game besides the second inning. Well, that's a little something right there. Here's Luke Rayleigh's good friend Mitch Garver. Mitch Garver 1 for 2 with the double, RBI double, and then scored himself. An RBI ground out hit by the rookie second baseman Ryan Bliss. That's one hopper to Paris. 1 out, however, that will move a runner to third. Here's Dominic Canzone. He's the other guy that was in a part of a trade last year at the deadline with the Mariners and Diamondbacks. Traded alongside Ryan Bliss from the Diamondbacks to the Mariners in exchange for Paul Sewald. And then Josh Rojas was in that trade too. So 3 guys that were part of a trade from the Diamondbacks to the Mariners last year's trade deadline are all playing in this game. That's pretty cool if you ask me. Inner right field. Runner should tag. Here comes the throw from Joe Adell. It's 5-1. Strike one to Ryan Bliss, 0 for 2.
One ball, one strike.
1 ball, 1 strike to Ryan Bliss.
Nope, inside, ball 2.
Ryan Bliss works the count at 2-2. Here's the pitch from Soriano.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
3-2. JP Crawford on deck. Already has a hit in this game. Not done much. Ryan Bliss strikes out for the 2nd time today. We go to the 8th. Score is now 5-1. Mariners lead. Mickey Moniak leading things up for the Angels. Former first-round pick out of 2016 by the Phillies. Was he the first-round pick that year?
0-1's the count.
I don't think he was the first-round pick. Like, I'd be surprised if... Oh, yes, he was. Yes, he was. And the Nick Senzel was number 2. Ian Anderson was the 3rd-round pick for the Braves. Let's see. Braxton Garrett went to the Marlins.
2 strikes.
Cal Quantrill currently on the Rockies. He was drafted by the Padres. Matt Manning was drafted in that in 2016 by the Tigers. There were a few solid names.
That's ball 2.
2 balls, 2 strikes to Mickey Moniak. Oh for 3. 0 for 4. Second strikeout for Trent Thornton. I think my grandparents are watching an action movie of some sort.
0-1.
A lot of people in my family, they're really big into like action movies and thrillers,
Ball.
like suspense, like crime dramas and stuff. I don't mind that kind of movies and TV shows, but it's not my cup of tea. I'm more of like a comedy guy. Comedy or animated movies. 2 outs here in the 8th. Now bring in Willie Calhoun, 2 for 3, as the only RBI in this game for the Angels with a home run. Hit in the 2nd inning. How I view like movies and TV shows, it's like I mainly prefer comedies and like animation and stuff, mainly because, well, how I view this world, it's way too, you know, there's scary stuff going on in this world enough. Too much dramatic stuff, too much horror, scary news and everything. And whenever I watch TV or a movie, I don't really want to deal with that in a movie. Like, I would prefer to laugh. Kind of, you know, take my mind off of the chaotic world with a joke. So yeah, that's why I'm not really a huge horror movie or crime drama or thriller suspense type of movie person. But that's just my opinion. You know, somebody could argue with me. Yeah, comedy, and there's some dramas that are okay that I really like. But other than that, it's got to be, if we watch a movie, it's got to be something funny. It has to be something funny. I don't care if it's a good movie. I don't care if it's a bad movie. Trust me, there are a lot of bad comedies out there. I don't care if it's a good comedy. As long as I'm laughing my ass off, and having a good time, I'm okay with it. That's all I gotta say about it. Little flare into right center field. That may be a base hit for Kevin Pillar. Calhoun going over to second. 2-1, 2 out for the Angels. And now Ryan Stanek. He was on my Diamond Dynasty team last year. I think he's on my Diamond Dynasty team this year too. Will come in relief from Thornton. Try and get the last out here in the 8th. It'll be Logan O'Hoppe. This is his 3rd time up with runners in scoring position. I've just noticed that. Drops the slider. 1 ball, 1 strike. To O'Hoppe. First and second. 2 outs for the Angels.
2-1.
2-1. When we come back for the Mariners half of the 8th, they'll be the top of the order due up. J.P. Crawford, Josh Rojas, Julio Rodriguez. O'Hoppe working the count in his favor again. 3-1. And the right fielder, Joe Adell, is on deck for Anaheim. 3-1. That'll load him up. Bases loaded, 2 outs. Here's Joe Adell. Strike 1. Kind of wish this was the 9th inning and not the 8th inning. It would be a pretty dramatic way to end a ball game. In the right center field, that's going to drop for a base hit. 2 runs will score. A 4th run may come in to score. Another run may come in to score. Joe Adell has unloaded the bases. It's 5-4. 3-run double for Joe Adell.
Number 15.
We got ourselves probably a new ball game. Luis Guillorme coming in to pinch hit. For Zach Neto here in the 8th. Perhaps he has better numbers against Ryan Stanek. I don't know. Luis Guillorme, former New York Met. One ball, 1 strike. Here's the pitch from Stanek. That's outside. That's ball 2. 2-1 the count. Runner at second. Tying run at second for the Angels. 2 outs here in the 8th. Down the line, foul. Even if the Angels don't tie the game in the 8th, they'll have a chance in the 9th to try and get something going. Popped up. Bliss calls for it. Top of the 8th is over. It's now a 5-4 game. The Angels now trail by a run. 3-run double for Joe Adell. It's now 5-4. Luis Guillorme coming in now to play shortstop.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 55.
We'll also see Matt Moore, a veteran, heading out to the mound here in the 8th.
Leading up for the Mariners,
Matt Moore, he's been on a bunch of teams now over the years.
That's outside.
The third baseman, number 4, Josh Rojas.
What happened last play? We'll pop up to the shortstop, one away. Here's Josh Rojas.
That's out.
Just a minute. All right, we're back. 1 ball, 1 strike. Josh Rojas fouls off fastball, most likely. 1-2.
Ball 2.
2-2. Struck him out.
The center fielder, number 24, Julio Rodriguez.
Fouled off, counts 0-2 to Rodriguez. Bottom of the 8th, 2 outs.
Nope.
That's a low ball 1.
Strike the count.
Can I even take my charter off? I can. Great. 1-2.
Ball 2. Count full.
Full count to Rodriguez. He fouls off again.
That's ball 4. Take your base.
2 out, walk to Rodriguez.
Now batting, catcher, Cal Raleigh.
Here's Cal Riley, 2 for 3.
All ones the count. Safe.
Pickoff throw to first, and Rodriguez goes back safely. First time he got on base today. Oh, 2 for Moore. Ball 1.
1 ball.
Matt Moore
2
seems
strikes.
like he has been pitching forever.
Ball. Down.
At this point. Matt Moore, he's been with the Rays,
I got 3.
Giants, Rangers, Tigers, Phillies. He was an Angel last year in 2023, and then spent some time with Cleveland and Miami, and now he's back with the Angels. 35 years old, too. Base hit to left. Julio moving over to second. 2-1, 2 out. A walk and a single off of Matt Moore here in the 8th. That will bring in Ty France.
Ball. Aye.
1 ball, 2 strikes to Ty France. Going to the 9th. 9th inning underway here in T-Mobile Park. Mariners lead 5-4. And coming in out of the Mariners bullpen is Andres Munoz.
Now pitching for the Mariners. Number 7,
Last chance for the Angels to try and keep things going against the Mariners here in the 9th inning. Otherwise, well,
That's a ball. Ball 1, no strike. Two and out.
Kyron Paris count 0 for 3 here today. That is into right, back at the wall, and this game's tied. Kyron Paris, a solo blast here in the 9th inning to start things off, and the Angels have tied the game up here at 5. Unbelievable. That was a rocket to right field, 369 feet. Haha, funny number. We got a brand new ball game here in the 9th. The Angels have tied it up. This was a 4-1 game, 5-1 game at one point. Angels scored 3 in the 8th. They tied in the 9th. Now they'll try and look to take the lead. That's fouled off. The count is 0-2. Rengifo 0 for 4 in this game. Fouled off count is still 0-2.
One ball, 2 strikes.
Two balls, 2 strikes to Rengifo. Ground ball, 1 away.
Ball, that's outside.
Ball 1 to Mickey Moniak.
Nope, that's inside. Ball, that's out.
Ball 3 to Moniak. One out walk to the former first round pick. That'll bring in Taylor Ward.
Ball, that's good. Nope, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Ball 2 to Taylor Ward.
Nice.
That's down the line, foul ball. Drop third strike. Kind of low in the dirt there. So, up next, Willie Calhoun. He homered earlier in this game. Would probably like to go deep again. Here comes the 0-1. That is off the glove of Munoz. Gets the throw in quickly. We go to the bottom of the 9th with the game now tied 5-5. Ryan Bliss, or Paris, excuse me, ties the game at 5.
Now pitching for the Angels, number 53.
Carlos Estevez
Estevez.
will
Leading off.
pitch the bottom of the ninth. The game tied at 5, and so now the Mariners will try and walk it off. Or will look to walk it off here in the ninth.
1-1. Count 1-0. Oh.
Grounds to first, or to short, 1 away. Grounds to third. 1 away. Here's Mitch Garver.
Hey. 0-1's the count.
Now he's down 0-2. Here's the pitch from Estevez.
4-1.
That is up high, ball 1.
2 strikes the count.
Didn't Carlos Estevez used to play for the A's? No, he did. The Rockies, but not the A's.
Now batting, right fielder.
Well, he picks up a strikeout. 2 away. Threw a slider. And now we go and see Dominic Canzone.
That's a ball.
Ball 1. We might have a game going to extra innings, folks.
Hey. I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
1 ball, 1 strike to Canzone. That is fouled off, 1-2.
That's ball 2.
Ball 2. Here's the 2-2. That is through up the middle, a base hit. And the winning runs on for the Mariners here in the ninth. With 2 outs, here's Ryan Bliss. Runner's going, throw down, and he is out. Why did he try and steal with 2 outs? I have no clue. So that means we are going to extras here at T-Mobile Park. Game is tied at 5. Taylor Saucedo will come in, pitch the 10th. Kevin Pillar, 1 for 3. That is hit to second. 1 away. 1 out. That moves the runner to third.
The catcher, number 14, Logan O'Hoppe.
Logan O'Hoppe. Once again, excuse me. Logan O'Hoppe once again has a chance
That's a ball.
to score a run. Finally. He's had 3 of them so far. Came up short all 3 times. Runner at third, 1 out. O'Hoppe fouls off a sinker, count as 1 ball and 1 strike. That it's a fair ball into right field. Run scores from third. The Angels take a 6-5 lead.
Up next for the Angels, the right fielder, Joe Adele.
The Angels have their first lead of the game. That brings in Joe Adele. Well, their second lead of the game, I guess. That brings in Joe Adele. 2 for 4. He's doubled, or he had a 3-run double his last time up. Mariners looking for a double play to try and get out of the inning.
Yep, that ball went out.
Pops up. That's out number 2.
Now back, the shortstop, Luis Guillorme.
First base.
That hit him. Now runners in the corners.
Second base.
With 2 outs here in the 10th. Here's Kyron Paris. He tied the game up his last time up.
Ball match outside. Hey.
1 ball, 1 strike. First and second, 2 outs. Grounder to third. Now we go to the bottom of the 10th. Logan O'Hoppe brings in what could be the winning run for the Angels. Gives them a 6-5 lead. Carlos Estevez will now try and close the door on the Mariners here in the 10th. Ryan Bliss will lead things off. Dominic Canzone is the runner at second. That is down the line, foul ball, 0-2. That's in the left. 1 out. Runner does not move to second. And that brings in J.P. Crawford. Tying run at second for Seattle, 1 out. Carlos Estevez, he has been filthy on the mound for the Angels. Pitched okay for them in the 9th. He's off to a good start again here in the 10th. Watch, I say that, and then he gives up a tying run to J.P. Crawford. 0-2. Ball 1. JP, 1-2 count. Ball 2. This was an 0-2 count. And now J.P. Crawford has a full count. 3-2. Ball 4. Winning runs on for the Mariners here in the 10th. And that brings in Josh Rojas. Tying run at second. Go ahead, run at first. First pitch, strike 1. Angels may look for a double play. That's what they got the infield set up for one. What's going on, my good friend Mr. Frank? The Rizzlers.
No ball, 2 strikes.
No, this is a friendly, family-friendly baseball game. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Josh Rojas. Little flare out to left. Pilar there makes the catch, and the Mariners are down to their final out. So back on MLB The Show 21, we actually did a simulation game with the Mariners and the Angels. And I believe the Angels ended up winning that game. I guess this is the sequel to that game. And, well, the Angels are 1 out away from winning this game against the Mariners once again at T-Mobile Park. Ground ball to first. Calhoun races for the bag, and just like that, the Angels win it. Here in T-Mobile Park, they upset the Mariners. They win it 6-5. They scored 3 runs in the 8th. The trail by, well, just a run. They tie it in the 9th. They take the lead in the 10th. They win it. And that should do it here at T-Mobile Park in Seattle. I'm your man, Josh Wright, signing off. Angels win 6-5. Good night from Seattle.
First for the victorious Angels, 6 runs, 9 hits.